and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Eunice.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much. We just had a big meeting deciding on who get the prize. It's a very difficult decision making, but we're very happy that I thought we did a good job, and the announcement will be done soon. In the meantime, I'll take a few minutes with you. As I was listening to the presentations, as they were making out their pitch, that reminded me of many of the programs that I have seen in the past, had a similar kind of tone behind them. How difficult the problem, but how easy is the solution, if you look at from the angle of people's benefit. The business is already there. Simply, it's not oriented to help the people who are involved in it. You see this case everywhere. And I give one example. In one of the seminars, I came to understand the problem of the women in Ghana, in the villages of Ghana, in the forest of Ghana. Poor women go into the forest every day, collecting nuts. And they bring these nuts back to the village and sell all these nuts in this raw form to some small middleman. And then they sell it to a bigger middleman. And they sell it to another middleman. And finally get to the port city. Big companies will ship them to France. This nut is called shea nut. And everybody knows about shea butter. It's very good for skin, particularly women love this butter because it gives you good shine on the skin, and everybody loves it all over the world. And it's produced by L'Oreal in France. When it's done, the main ingredient is the nut, which is collected in the forest of Ghana by all those women. They sold it practically for pennies. By the time the consumer is buying it from a L'Oreal shop, it's a very expensive butter. Nothing much happened to it. Just turn the nut into a butter shake and give some fragrance into it. Basic element is the nut. So the producer of the nut, who spend their time in the forest to collect them, they were deprived. Consumers are paying very high price. Middlemen who didn't do anything, just shifted hand from one to another, and finally brought to L'Oreal. So one idea that came out, why don't we get involved in it in the process, make it into a social business? What will we do in the social business? We'll create a marketing company as a social business. The job of the marketing company would be to collect the nuts from these women who are selling into the local market. And instead of selling it in the local market, this social business marketing company will collect it from them and do whatever polishing needs to be done, and then hand over to L'Oreal and get the price they pay. They pay a very high price. And take the money, bring it back to the women who work hard in the villages of Ghana, minus the expenses in transporting and all that. That way they will get a very high price, multiple of what they can get. Once we had that idea, I had a meeting, lunch meeting with the CEO of L'Oreal. I explained to him, this is what you do. Would you buy from us, from this social business company? They don't want to make money for themselves. They're simply helping the money that you gave as a prize to take that prize to them so that the intermediaries don't take away doing nothing. He immediately said, I will give you the first priority. As much as you can give to me, I'll buy first from you. And still, if I need something, then I'll go for somebody else because you couldn't give me all the nuts I want. And that was the beginning of this company. Collecting shea nut, selling it to L'Oreal, and giving the money back. It's a very simple idea. And it applies to every single agricultural product in the whole world. Cotton producers don't get money. Cotton users, the consumers of cotton fabrics and so on, they pay a lot of money. We drink coffee all the time. Coffee growers don't get anything. But people in general all over the world don't mind paying $4 per cup. Out of the cup that you drink for $4, coffee growers probably will get a penny out of it. But this is coffee, nothing else. And some additions, something maybe. But that's what the fate of the coffee growers said. Chocolate, everybody loves chocolate. It all starts nothing but cocoa. Cocoa producers don't get anything. They work very hard, again the forest, again the cocoa, cut them from the forest and bring it to the shore. They get tiny, tiny bits of that price. But the chocolate eaters pay a lot of money. Somewhere get missed. Consumers are paying, producers are not getting. Something happens in between. So there's a room for social business company in between to bring the money which legitimately belongs to them, to the producers. So that's one category of business that social business can help. It can be helped anytime. So when we are talking about the fruits and things, I was remembering all those companies that can be produced, created. Anybody can do that. You don't have to be a mega company. You can be a small company, start the process. Then everybody says, oh, this is a good one. Then gradually others follow you, or you become big because everybody wants to give to you, because you give them a big price. Because you don't want to make money out of them. You want to make sure they get the right price for them. Therefore, what is market is already giving it to them. But somehow, some in between people take it away. They don't get it. Those who spend a lifetime producing it, they get very little. So this is one type of kind of issues. Another that similar thing related to agriculture again. We were approached by people from Colombia. The governor of one province in Colombia, he pleaded with me when I was visiting Colombia that we are in serious trouble. Our farmers, our farm workers are almost starving. Why? Because Colombian coffee, which used to be the king of coffee, disappeared. Why? What happened to Colombian coffee? Because Indonesian coffee, Vietnamese coffee took up the market. Colombian coffee is not in the market anymore. So the companies who invested in coffee in Colombia, these are mostly American companies, they shut down their business in Colombia, moved to Indonesia, moved to Vietnam. They can go anywhere they want. What happens to the farmers who made a living out of this? They don't have anything to do because they don't know anything else. All their life, they produced only coffee. So I was thinking what can be done now that the coffee market is over. So in the meantime, I had a connection with another company called McCain. When the McCain company introduced themselves to me, saying that their owner, this is a family-owned company, McCain. Their owner is very much impressed by your idea about social business. And they want to get involved some way with you in social business. I said, okay, we can talk about it. Then I said, can you tell me what is McCain? What do you do? I have no idea what you do. Then company general manager was talking to me in a meeting. He said, well, do you like French fry? I said, yeah, I like French fry. I eat French fry. Next time when you eat French fry anywhere in the world, remember you are eating McCain French fry. 80% of the French fry market is under the control of McCain. It's a Canadian company. I said, my God, you are big. He said, yes, we are big. So you are interested in social business? He says, yes. I said, let me think about what you can do. So I thought about it. And the Colombian thing came to my mind. I proposed to them, why don't we work together in Colombia? You come and help us grow potato, because you are the expert in potato. Forget about coffee. And I even told the governor, I said, why do you grow coffee? People don't eat coffee. This is not a food. Why don't you produce something that you can eat so that people don't have to starve? Today, since you are on the cash crop is subject to people's whims around the world. And now that's gone, and you're starving. If you had a cash crop, if you had a food crop, even if they're not buying, you're still eating. It's your crop. I said, potato is a food crop, so we'll introduce food crop. So we organized the farmers. This actually farm workers. They don't even own the land. Because in Colombia, land is owned by huge landlords, big owner of the lands. Common people don't own land. So they are simply working as farm workers. So we organized them, leased the land from the landowners. Said, we told the farmers, the workers, this is your land. Now you do the farming on potato. So we trained them to the company. We created a new company, social business company called Campo Vivo. And to that company, we provide the seeds, we provide the fertilizer, we provide the technology, and they produce. First time they produced, in the first harvest they produced, their average yield within the project area was 3 times as high as the national average in the country. So you can imagine how much jump they made just by following the principles and the seeds and so on and so on. So their life was completely changed. So between 2 potato crops, they have to sit for a while because potato crops comes after a gap. Then McCain proposed that why didn't you produce vegetables? Will help you produce vegetables. So now they produce huge amount of vegetables just between the 2 potato crops and make a lot of money out of that. So this is another idea of social business, how it can be done. The last one again is McCain. I'll stop there. McCain got so excited about what they have done in Colombia. There's a huge company, but they were touched by this small company they created in Colombia because they really help people. And that's what excited them. They have a huge operation in France, all over Europe, but France is their main procurement country. France produces a lot of potato. And McCain buys them all in France. The chief of European operation of McCain, he got completely mesmerized by the idea of social business. He invited me to come to France because he is going to make a big announcement he will organize a big conference and he will organize a big decision on behalf of McCain. So I said, okay, I'll come. I'll let you know when I can come and then you organize it. So I gave them a date, they organized the conference, I was there in a big press conference after that. The announcement is they are going to make another social business for France, separate from Colombia. This one is related to what they do in France. They explained to the press that 26% of the potatoes grown in France are just thrown away. Farmers don't eat it, nobody eats it, that's all. Because tons and tons of potato. Farmers can't eat tons and tons, they can eat on a few kg or whatever. Why? Because 20% of the potato, or 26%, 20% of the potato grown in France are not bought by McCain or any other potato company because they are D-shaped. They are not the right shape. I didn't know the shape is such an important thing for even for potato. Because they are not good for French fry. You can't make good French fry out of that D-shaped potato. It's not good for chips. So they are no interest. Either you have to be chip or you have to be French fry. Otherwise, you are not interested. That is 20% of the total production of France. And it's just basically thrown away. 6%, the big machines they use to collect the potato from the ground, this machine cannot pick them up. They are lost in the ground, 6%. So in total, 26%. 1/4 of the entire production is just basically gone. Announcement McCain was making, now we are going to create a social business. We take the unemployed young people of France and throw away potato of France. Create a new company. This company collects all the unused potatoes which is thrown away, very cheap price from the farmers because they are throwing it away anyway, so collect it. And have new little implements designed by the engineering universities and so on, how to collect potato under the ground with small implements, not big machines, so that we can recover part of the 6% which is lost under the ground. And what do we do with this? The company will make potato soup. Soup doesn't need a shape, so it can be converted into soup. And once some people heard about it, one of the top chefs in France became interested in the subject. He wanted to know more about it. Then he said, I will create a new recipe for the potato soup and popularize it in France. I'll put my name and the face on the brand so that people recognize it and take it. And it will tell that this is a social business. Nobody's making money out of it. So that every consumer can buy it. Now it just became a very popular soup. One supermarket chain, they said, we will be exclusive agency to sell this if you give it to us. We'll make sure you can sell as many as you want. And we'll not charge you for that. We'll sell it free for you. Because it's a social business, we don't want to make money out of it. So that's it. It touches people. Everybody can get encouraged. So now, France is having this potato soup coming out of the thrown away potato. Belgium became very interested. They said, we lost a lot of potato. Why don't you extend your business to Belgium? So last year it extended to Belgium. Greece saying we do the same. We throw away potato. So this year it will start in Greece. This is how it works. So as I was explaining, if it starts in one place, if it works, the whole world will come to you. And Tunisia is just waiting, Morocco is just waiting to have their turn to start the company there because they are also potato growers. So one potato company now can extend to many other countries. So that is the thing, that if you can come up with ideas, you look at the world, what does it wrong to the people, and you create a company in social business to undo that and make sure people benefit from it. And I'm very happy that you are designing things in the way you did, and I hope that many more ideas will keep coming. And some of them will literally change the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Yunus. Thank you. Please remain on stage to present the following award for us. Dr. Yunus? Yes, please. You're very important to present the award to our winners today. 好，那接下来就是紧张的时刻了。在公布3组决赛团队的名字之前，我们要再次感谢今天的评审委员，还有今天与会